Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm Superstar Director Becca Levie. This is day 21 of our Scentsy Excuse Buster 30-day challenge. So I hope you guys don't mind that I'm always taking time to just really brag on you guys and tell you thank you, thank you, thank you. There's nothing that I appreciate more than being inspired by other excuse busters, people who are really stepping up to the plate and doing what it takes to get the life that they deserve. And every day, thank you for posting below on this YouTube video, finding me on Facebook, whatever you're doing, and letting me know how brave and brilliant and amazing you are. So today, I have something really exciting, I think I'm excited about, that Callie and I did that we're going to share with you tomorrow. So make sure to join us tomorrow, a really fun recruiting tool that we're going to start using. So I hope that you will join us on day 22 for that, but I didn't get it printed, so I want to be able to show it to you, and then we'll also make it available in a PDF. So if you post below on the YouTube video channel, then I will see that you get that information. And okay, so anyway, worked on that this morning, and just you know, having a large organization, I get to troubleshoot and just communicate with a lot of great team members. And then I went to a church thing this afternoon. It's always so important to fill your bucket. And then it was like 4 o'clock, and I had not gone out to been any place where I could wear my button yet. So I knew that I needed to go out and see if I couldn't get my lottery ticket. So I went to Costco. I went and grabbed a quick bite of lunch, and at Costco, what ended up happening to me is as I was going through to check, you know, I'm like checking at all the lines, trying to see which line has more people in it that I think might be, I could approach with Scentsy. Maybe when we're standing along line and waiting, that's a good time for me to pull out, you know, my scent samples and say, here, smell this while you're waiting in line, so that they can, you know, then we can have a little conversation about it, and it just kind of breaks up the dullness of that. And maybe the cashier clerk, does she look like, you know, I might be able to strike up a conversation with Scentsy. So anyways, the line that I chose based on my feeling about the cashier. Well, because as I was looking to decide where I wanted to go, she was busy checking out, but she was really straining to see my button. And I figured she had read it, and she just seemed to light up. So I thought, yeah, that's my gal. So I was more thinking about her than trying to find a great line. But that's just a tip that I use a lot, is a long line. So anyways, as we're checking out, she said, so you sell Scentsy? And I said, I do. Do you happen to need a sample of one of our newer scents? And she smiled and she said, I really do. And so I said, okay, you can choose between berries, Jubilee, and vanilla bean buttercream. And so she's checking me out, and she's trying to decide, which one's better, whatever. Anyways, when she finally made her decision, and I looked at my cart, she had rang up, I only had a few items, but my cart was pretty full. She had rung up the next person's product. That's how involved she was into this choice. And the guy behind us, bless him, prayer goes up for him, because, you know, he was just smiling. Hey, I got all the time in the world. So it was great to see other positive people out there. He would have made a great Scentsy consultant, right? So anyways, she corrected it, and I just left her the information in the catalog, and there was no way we were going to take time to get information right now. But what I did do was, she said, thank you, and I said, call me. And, you know, I think, you know, on those rare times when we don't have a chance to get their information, let's be the last thing they hear is a call to action from us. Call me. You know, a cheerful invitation, because that will be in their brain that, hey, she does want me to call her. It's funny that people are afraid to talk to us, even though we think we're being really bold. So that's why we have to initiate conversations and give them an extra invitation like that. So I felt really good about it. I think there's a good chance that she would call me. So that was that. But still, I had no lottery ticket. So I'm thinking, where else do I really need to go? And it's late. I need to get back, and I've got things to take care of at home. And I had an extra video that a couple people had asked me to talk about. Is it really true that when you started to sell Scentsy, that you didn't use scent, that scent bothered you and that you were kind of allergic to it and didn't like it? Yes, that's true. And so they asked me to do a video, so I did that. So I hope that you'll find that on there. Can you sell Scentsy and not like fragrance? So anyway, so I had to get back and do that. And so you know how it is. But I really wanted to see if I couldn't still get a lottery ticket for today. So I went to the Smith's grocery store and walked slowly through the aisles and said hello to a few people. And one clerk did say to me, "Hey, I like your billboard." I love that he called it a billboard, because we call it that all the time too, and that's what it is. And he said, "Yeah, there's a guy that's a motivational speaker, and he talks about how you should be your company's billboard." He goes, "You rock." So we had a fun little conversation, a great exchange, because remember, especially people who work in retail, they get either ignored or really treated badly. People are just really take out their frustrations on waiters and waitresses and cashiers and store clerks and all of those things. So remember to spread your Scentsy spirit, because remember, if you're just doing that, the bottom line, the most important thing is when we die and we have a life review, we're not going to look back and really say, how many parties did I book, or how many, slips did I get, or, I mean, that's great, and that makes a difference in our quality of life and how many people we can help. But bottom line is, it's going to be, how did you treat people, and did you make a difference in your world? And we have such an opportunity as Scentsy consultants, especially with all of our Scentsy spirit, to make a difference in the lives of others. And so, just spreading that cheer, making a difference, being a light, I promise you that karma will come back to you in other ways as you grow your business. So anyway, I'm just thinking, okay, well, it's okay. If I have 2 weeks today, I mean, we're only going for 5 slips a day, and I'm already way ahead of that. We're good. So I am, or am I this week? I think I'm not this week, but what is it? Is it Wednesday? Yeah. Anyways, I'm doing good. I've got 3, I think. Sorry that I do this sometimes, you guys. And, but anyway, so I look at the clerks again, and then I'm thinking, none of them look really like they do Scentsy. And then I say to myself, how do I think I could have a clue who would use Scentsy or not? I mean, 97% of the people do. That doesn't leave very many people who don't, right? So I go through the line, and I know this is pretty much my last chance because I am going home. So I noticed that she's noticed my button that I was wearing, my Need Scentsy button. And I also had the bar on, like Heidi Pruder does. I've layered up with my Scentsy bar necklace and my Need Scentsy button. But I said to her, "Hey, you don't know anybody who needs a Scentsy consultant, do you?" And she said, "Well, yeah, actually, yeah, I do." She said, I broke the lid to one of my warmers, and I'm new here. I moved from another state not too long ago, and I was wondering if you could maybe help me get the new lid. I said, absolutely, because great customers start with a caring consultant, right? So if I can take care of her need for that, who is she going to go to for the rest of her Scentsy things? So I was like, yay! I get to go home and say, see, once again, if we show up, we're going to go up. So I'm going to leave you with one last question. How do you know if you're really committed to your Scentsy business and to earning the incentive trip and to making a great living with Scentsy, or just meeting that goal that you set that would make a difference in your world, whether that's a car payment or enough to pay off a bill, or whatever it was, the family vacation, whatever? How do you know that you're really committed? You're saying it, but how do you know you really have it in here? Because you're like my good friend Erica Powers, and I hope a lot of you watched her video on our team Facebook page. You know you're committed because you're going out there every day. Erica and I are kind of doing an accountability thing, you know, and she will tell me, hey, I'm going out for 5 today. And then she'll text me, I got one. I love you, Erica. I love who you are and what you're doing. Anyway, so you know, because you're like me, you're willing to go out there and show up until you get what you need. And if you don't, if you have those days, which we will, or 2 days in a row or whatever, you're going to listen to videos, you're going to listen to other people who have paid the price, who didn't let the days where things went wrong or people rescheduled or whatever stop you from going on. So you know it when when you're willing to bust through all the excuses and get out there and keep doing until you get what you want, that you're truly committed. And if you're not doing the action, then what do you need to do to get truly committed? You need to decide, if I really want it, that I'm going to immerse my brain, marinate my brain with success stories, with great books like Mary Christensen's books on how to become a direct selling superstar. You're going to get on your team calls. You're going to listen to them live or recorded. You're going to listen to people like Les Brown, or like I said, Mary Christensen, or Dana's Mind Aware, or there's so many programs that you can listen to so that you can keep your vision big, so you can keep motivated, and you can keep out there busting excuses and make things happen and have a fabulous Scentsy life. All right, okay, time's up, and we're going to go out with our song, I'm an Excuse Buster. Yeah, I'm an Excuse Buster. Are you?